that the old real estate brokerage model, it's broken, right? We have the KWs, we have the Remaxes, they're all great companies, but they needed a little update. eXp is a way for agents to actually retire with residual income and create your own life. And it's just a freedom, right? It's freedom. I want to tell you a little bit about how I got involved with eXp. I met Lucy about a year ago, and she explained to me how this company worked, and I was completely blown away. So at the time, my boyfriend and myself, we were on track to own 200 rental properties, and we wanted to retire with that residual income coming in. We were flipping houses. I was completely stressed out because I do not like flipping houses. I know that now. But we were on track to have those rental properties. And I saw this platform, and I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. You mean I can make all of this residual income on other people selling homes, and I don't have to get the phone call that the pipes have busted, or the HVAC just went out, or one of my houses got flooded last year in a hurricane. So it's like all this stuff happens, right? And we only have 15 properties. Can you imagine if we had 200 properties? So I found this, and I went to my boyfriend and I said, you know what? We're done. We're not flipping anymore. We're not buying any more rental properties. In fact, we're selling about half of what we have right now, and I'm focusing 100% of my time on building this company. This is the ground level for this company. And I honestly think it would be irresponsible of me to not focus on this 100% of the time. So I want to explain to you exactly what eXp is, why we're unique. Number one, we are the only cloud-based real estate brokerage out there, meaning we have a full staff of employees that literally work in the cloud. So you can log in at any point in time, Monday through Friday, and you can walk into an office and actually have a conversation with them and get your questions answered. So there's no physical locations, meaning all the overhead that is spent on the office, the employees, the printing machines, all of that, we save all that money. So we're able to save so much money that our company gives you a free lead generation source. And I'll explain how that happens as well. We are agent owned. This is the best part. We are a public company, and all of the agents in the company own stock in the company. So you earn stock when you sell your first house. You earn stock for referring this company to other people, and we are literally on the ground level. So I affiliated last June. The stock was $2.42. I think the stock is over $12 today. I'm not sure what it is actually right now. It was like $12.15 yesterday. That's huge. That's my favorite part of the company. And then also we have a revenue sharing program that no one else has. No one. So do we agree that technology and timing is everything? Remember Blockbuster? So Netflix came along. Netflix said, hey, we got this great idea. We're not going to have any of these storefronts anymore. We're going to do it all online. People are going to stream in their videos and their movies. There's not going to be any overhead, no offices, no staff, nothing like that. And they went to Blockbuster, and Blockbuster literally laughed them out of the room when they asked to partner with Blockbuster. And now guess what? Blockbuster's gone, right? So everyone, who has Netflix? Like all of us. That's not the only industry that has changed that way. Airbnb has literally disrupted the hotel industry. Amazon with all the big box stores. And also, of course, we had Uber and Lyft. I don't even think we're going to see any more taxis here in the next couple of years. They're just going to be like extinct. So all of these companies have been disrupting their markets, right? Well, that's exactly what eXp is doing right now. So eXp is obviously cloud-based. We have all the brick and mortars here that you're familiar with. There's nothing wrong with the brick and mortars. They've been around forever. They're great companies, but they're stuck in a box, all right? eXp, it's a whole new model. It's not even a box anymore. It's a cloud, right? So you're probably asking yourself, what is a cloud office? How does this thing work? What, are you virtual? So what it is it allows you to work literally from anywhere you want to, as long as you have internet, which is awesome. I've worked in the cloud from Panama, from Belize. I'm a traveler, so I love to work on the beach. Right? You can work anytime. There's sales trainings, there's meetings. There's an entire support staff. We have, I'll show you agent services. We have about 50 different rooms or offices in the cloud. Sam, how many of those offices have people there full-time, Monday through Friday?
We have actually a staff of about 200 people.
200 people, okay.
And all over the U.S. In fact, one of our members of our agent services department lives and works in South Korea.
Wow. Sam works for corporate eXp. He has driven here from Palm Springs to be with us today and support us and answer questions afterwards. So thank you for being here.
Thanks for inviting me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to meet everybody.
Yes.
So you get a treat here with Amanda and Lucy. And, yeah, I definitely would say ask away all the questions that you have.
So if you definitely feel like, hey, I have like 5 kids at home, I can't work from home, we actually give you a free Regis membership. There's tons. I don't know how many are here in the area, but I know in Raleigh we have 9 different Regis offices all within our Raleigh area. So I'm sure you guys have like a ton more than that. So the way that we're able to do all of this for you is because we don't have the brick and mortar locations, so it's able to reduce all of our expenses, therefore pay you, the agents, the owners of the company, more money. Does that make sense? All right. So this is what it looks like. This is me in the cloud. Here, this is me in agent services. You can go in this office Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And normally there's anywhere from 3 to 6 employees who are here, and they're there to answer your questions for you. There's also the tech outpost. There's a lot of other offices. I love tech support because I'm so not techie. I go in there and I'm like, oh my God, can you fix my computer? Like something's wrong all the time. And they just take it over and fix it, and it's amazing. And here is where the majority of our meetings are and our trainings. On Fridays at 11 o'clock. This is where our leadership meeting is. So we have that every single week with the owner of the company. So he comes on, he tells us everything that's happening in the company, all of the updates, the stock reports, everything there is to know. And it's really an amazing meeting. And everyone's invited into the cloud, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. You don't have to be a member of eXp to be able to go into the cloud, get the trainings, go to the classes, go to our meetings, all of that. It's totally open to the public. So this is our office again, our cloud. I'll show you later, but it's amazing. We have 25 live classes a week in the cloud. These are classes anywhere from business planning, development. We have all kinds of social media classes because, of course, that's where our industry is going. You have to be on social media. So we're teaching you how to blog, how to have YouTube channels, how to do all the Facebook marketing, how to get leads from Zillow, do the for sale by owners, do all the make me moves. I mean, everything that you can imagine is in this office. And so they're teaching on all of this. And again, you don't have to be with eXp to go take these trainings. Another thing that I really liked about this company, a lot of brokerages make you pick. You can either be a residential broker or you can be a commercial broker, but you can't be both. With eXp, they allow you to be whatever you want to be. You could do both. You could do that. You could do luxury. You could do REO. You can do anything. You don't have to pick. And if you have your own brand, if you have your own brokerage already, and you've already done all of your logos like I did with Dave and Gay, you don't have to change that. All you have to do is add powered by eXp. So these are some of the logos that we have if you want to use the eXp branding. This is mine. This is the one Dave and Gay did for me. And as you can see, they allowed me to just add powered by eXp at the very bottom. So I didn't have to change everything. This is some more people here in Raleigh that have just, of course, added into the eXp at the bottom. So you can keep your brand, okay? Have anyone ever heard of Sync or Commissions Inc? It's a lead generation CRM system for real estate agents. We also have the option of conversion, which is probably a little bit more well-known. We use conversion. These two systems, they're amazing. It's a lead generation source and a CRM system. And what I really like about it, I use conversion. We do conversion trainings all the time. I love it because you have your website linked in IDX with conversion, meaning all of the listings from the MLS come straight into your website. They can search on that. You can post through this platform onto Facebook, onto Craigslist, onto Pinterest, wherever you want to post, and everything's automatic. It posts automatic. They click on it, they get directed to your website automatic, and then guess what happens? They're on an email, automatic emails, and automatic text messages. And sometimes I'll be like, who is this person texting me? And they're like, hey, I want to see a house this weekend, the one you showed me last week. And I'm like, who is this? And of course you have to go like Google the phone number because you have no idea who it is. But this system has done all that work for you. So I love it. Now, conversion, if you were to go on your own to sign up for these programs, conversion has a $1,000 startup fee, and it's about $500 a month to have conversion. Sync is $1,600 per month. Now, part of our amazingness is that we give you this program for free, all right? It's included. We have a $50 a month tech fee, which includes a lot of other stuff too, but it includes your membership to either conversion or sync, which is awesome, and I would definitely recommend conversion. This is a couple out of Texas, and they sell about 175 houses a year. They were spending about $2,000 a month for their lead generation. And once they came over to eXp, they were able to implement conversion, and now they're saving over $24,000 a year just because they don't have to pay for their own lead gen system. Company stock. This is my very favorite thing of the entire company. So can you imagine if you own stock in one of those disruptive companies like Airbnb or Netflix or Uber or any of those companies in the very beginning? That would be amazing. I would have loved that. So with this stock acquisition program, we actually have the opportunity to do that. eXp is still on the ground level. We have about 8,500 agents right now nationwide between US and Canada, and we are growing at a rate that it's very hard to keep up with. It's crazy. I mean, I'm always like, Sam, what are we at now? What are we at now? Because we're onboarding about 250 agents a week. And that's huge. California, you were just telling me, California alone is onboarding 50 a week?
55.
55 a week. So that's just crazy growth, but it's good crazy growth. We're super excited about it. So this is the way that the stock works in the company. When you're a part of the company and you sell your first house of the year, every year, you're going to get awarded stock. So you'll get 50 shares of stock. Right now it's going for over $12. So let's just say you'll get about $600 worth of shares in the company for selling your first house. The second way is out of every property that you sell, you have the option of using 5% of your commissions to buy the stock at a 20% discount. And I do not know one agent who does not do this. Another way is referring agents. We get 100 shares of stock for referring agents to the company. We get that stock whenever they close on their first house. Okay? And, of course, when you cap, you get 100 shares. Now, with our company, you cap at $16,000 in commissions paid to eXp. And, of course, you can buy it because it's a publicly traded stock. Our clicker symbol is EXPI. And this is the most exciting part of this whole program for mega agents. And this is the reason why we are attracting some of the huge agents coming on board with these amazing teams, and they own their own brokerages and all kinds of stuff, because an icon agent is someone who, after they cap, meaning they have paid in $16,000 of commission to the company, if they close 20 more it's about 20 more transactions. If you're on a team, it could be as high as 40 more transactions. So we'll have that conversation on a one-on-one basis, because that's a little different for you guys because you're in California. But let's just say that you just closed 20 more transactions on top of that, then you're going to receive that entire $16,000 that you paid into the company back in stock. So essentially you are at over 100% for every transaction that you've done. Do y'all get that? That's huge. That's why we're attracting so many top producers. These people are coming in, they're selling $100 million, $200 million a year in real estate. And it's because of this. Do we understand the difference between profit share and revenue share?
Profit share is what's left over after all the expenses are paid.
Exactly. The overhead, the office, the coffee machine, like everything that goes into having a physical location. So there's a company out there that we know very well. They do profit share, okay? We do revenue share. So exactly how Lucy said that. revenue share, we are going to be getting a straight up percentage of whatever that house, whatever the commission was on the house that my agent sold. So I'm just going to give you an example. I have an agent in North Carolina. We have cheap houses there. She sold a house for $100,000, and it was like a real house. Like 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It actually was on land. It wasn't a trailer. So, right, you can't buy anything. So with my agent that sold the $100,000 house, I personally referred her to our company. So I got 3.5% of her commission, so of the total commission. So with a $100,000 house, she was at a 3% commission. There was a $3,000 commission paid on that house. I made 3.5% of that commission. So I made $105 on my agent selling a $100,000 house. Okay? Now, if I were under a profit share model, that would be way less. I'm talking like in the teens, most likely. All right? So you have to understand that there's a huge difference between the revenue share and the profit share. Now, this is our levels, okay? So we have a fantastic referral program at eXp. When I refer an agent to the company, I get a straight 3.5% of the commissions paid on the property up until the time that they cap. Then nobody makes no money because they're making 100%, right? So I'll make 3.5%. The most I can ever make on that one person is $2,800 for the year, and that's if they cap. All right. Now, Lucy is my agent in North Carolina. Let's just say I'm her agent, but let's just say she's my agent. And Lucy went out and she knew Tony. And she said, hey, Tony, this company is fantastic. You got to come on board. So Tony came on board. So now Tony's selling houses. I am going to make 4% of all the houses that Tony makes.
Sells. Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going to make 4% of all the commissions that Tony is selling. So up until the point that you cap. So I'm going to make $3,200 on Tony. I'm going to make $2,800 on Lucy. Now, why is that important? Because I want to help Lucy attract as many agents as she possibly can to build her team. So I'm not, saying, oh yeah, great, you joined, awesome, go have a good time. No, I'm going to be coming out here. These are our new agents here in Huntington Beach. I'm going to be coming out here. I'll do these presentations. I want to help you grow your team. And I think that's super exciting. This is a genius model if you really look at it. So the more people that you actively refer to the company, the more levels that unlocks. You only need to have 40 direct referrals to the company to be able to get paid 7 levels deep. And that can be a lot of money. If I referred 10 agents to eXp, with those 10 agents, they come on board, I'm making $2,800 per agent on them. That's going to put $28,000 a year in my pocket on those 10 agents. Now, I'm motivated to help my 10 agents go out and do the exact same thing I did. So they go out, they get 10 agents. That's 100 agents. I'm going to make $3,200 on each of those agents. That's $320,000 a year. This is residual income, folks. So that's not even including any of the other levels because you haven't hit those yet. You only have 10 agents on your team. So here, $348,000 a year with 110 agents on your team. Plus you're getting stock in the company. Now, North Carolina, not every agent's going to cap because it took me 15 houses to cap. Here, you can sell like 2 or 3 and you're capped out. So I'm sure a lot more agents out here are capping very quickly. North Carolina, that doesn't really happen. I say you're lucky if you have half of the agents on your team in North Carolina cap because they're not selling that much. But here, I think that's a different story. Everyone has to sell houses. This is not one of those things where, hey, you got to join my MLM company and and I'll get paid. No, no one gets paid unless you sell houses. You only get paid on the commissions and you only get paid until they cap. Once they cap, no one else makes any money on them. All that money goes into your pocket. You're 100% commission at that point. Okay? So let's break it down. We're on an 80-20 split. This is the bones of our company. There's no royalties. There's no franchise fees. You cap it between $2.66 million, and I say $3 million because it's going to depend on whatever percentage you're charging. So in North Carolina, we'll take a listing for 6%. I'll make 3.6%, pay my buyer's agent 2.4%. Some people do 3 and 3. Just kind of depends on what you're doing. After the $16,000 is paid to eXp, you're of course on 100% commission at that point. If you have a team, then your team members can be on a half cap. So they only have to sell $8,000 to cap. All right. Now when you cap, you're awarded another 100 shares of stock. You are not rewarded, your team agents do not get this 100 shares of stock if they choose to do the $8,000 cap. That's very important. If you're bringing over a team, okay, and I can tell you more about how the team structure works. That's more of a one-on-one conversation. We do have per transaction fees. It's $25 broker review here, actually all over the United States. And that is just paying your state broker to review your files. Make sure all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted, everything's good, you have all your initials in the right spot, you're not going to go to real estate jail, and everything's good, okay? We also have, here in California, is a $40 E&O fee. You guys are always more expensive, but this is still capped out at $500 a year. So you'll never pay more than $500 a year in your E&O insurance, okay? Now, for capped agents, you're 100% commission. Your transaction fee does go up to $250. And this is for your next 20 houses sold until you become Icon, okay? So after you do that, then you become Icon. So you get your $16,000 back in stock. And your transaction fee goes down to $75. This is important for those teams that are selling 200, 300, 400 units a year. I don't know if any of those exist here in California because that's a lot of houses, but back where we live in North Carolina, I mean, it's fast. They're going through them. So that is the way everything is broken down. There is a $99 startup fee, and that includes 1,000 business cards, your lead generation site, which you can pick between the conversion or the commissions Inc., your WordPress site, of course, Google Business, eFax, and that also includes your first month of your tech fee, which is the $50 a month tech fee. That tech fee includes your cloud office, your conversion, your commissions Inc., your website hosting. All of that is included in that $50 a month. So you can think of that as, most of you who are with bigger brokerages, you have a desk fee. So this is taking place of that desk fee. This is your cloud fee, okay? There is a $420 per year university fee. This is taken out of your very first transaction of the year, and this pays for all of our staff. It pays for all the classes in the cloud. It pays for all the employees that we have there for you Monday through Friday. Literally, you can walk into the cloud office and you can have an answer in a few minutes versus calling your broker, trying to track them down, leaving a message, waiting for them to call you back, playing phone tag. No, you go into the cloud, you get your question answered, and you're good to go. What I did here, this is a very quick overview of the company. There's a lot of details involved, and we would be more than happy to explain all that to you. But if I were to go through the whole thing in detail, it would take me about an hour and a half, and you guys would get really bored. So I do want to let you all know that we do events a few times a year, and our next event is actually going to be in Las Vegas. April 5th and 6th, we have our Shareholders Meetings. So this is going to be a bunch of agents, of course. It's going to be people who are investing in the stock, people who are looking at the company, kind of thinking, oh, is this a real thing, like I did? So we're doing that in Vegas in April, and then in October, we're going to be in New Orleans for our big convention, and there'll be thousands of us there. It'll be so exciting. So this year was us down in Florida. Last October. This year was in January. There was about 250 of us that did a retreat to Mexico, which was awesome. And of course, we're going to be doing a lot more trips as well. So that's just company trips. Me and Lucy will be doing a lot of our own trips within our team. All of agents need a retirement plan, and the reality is most of us don't have one. You know, we get to be 60, 70 years old, you still see agents out there putting signs in the yard. I don't want to be that agent. And I feel like eXp is giving us the opportunity to get in and actually create this residual income and be able to retire and be able to live the life that you wanted to live And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying go stop selling houses, right? Because that's where you're going to meet other agents. But at the same time, why not share this opportunity with other people? What you have in front of you is the 9-page pamphlet there. That's literally an overview of everything that I just said. So you have that to take home with you. Everyone has access to go into the cloud office. I gave you directions on how to do that. That's that one piece of paper. And you just follow the directions, create your avatar, dress yourself, and go into the office. You picked yourself! Thank you so much, and I'm really looking forward to you joining our team.